Hi, my name is Tony, and today we're going to talk about how to maintain a connection of your Bluetooth device in a dual boot system with Windows and Linux. Stay tuned. So the problem seems trivial at first, because nowadays the devices such as mouse have this profile selector, right? So you can just bind one operating system on one profile and the other operating system on another one. But that doesn't work. The reason is because the same machine shares the same Bluetooth card, and that causes a problem in the binding. Every time you switch over the machines, then you lose the binding, because a little piece of the ID of your Bluetooth machine gets written over the mouse itself, causing the unbinding. The solution here is to go on the operating system, in this case Windows, bind there, then go back to Linux and copy the exact same binding keys used in Windows. In this way, the connection will work and it's seamless. Let's see how to do that. So the first thing you want to do is to go to your Bluetooth settings in Ubuntu and pair your device. There you go. At this point we are to switch back to Windows. In here we do the same thing. So head to your Bluetooth settings, add a new device. Be sure to have it in pairing mode and click Bluetooth. Find your device and pair it. Now back on Linux, we open two terminal windows, one side to the other. On the first one we get root privileges, and then we need to be sure that our Windows drive is correctly mounted. So other locations, and we search for our Windows drive. Then we go to our Windows folder, and inside that we look for system32/config folder. We hit Ctrl L to grab the path and copy it. And in the second terminal window we change directory to that folder. We run the chntpw command with -c system, where a system is the file containing our registry. I would suggest to create a backup file of the registry at this point, because if you're deleting or changing things, that might be harmful for your Windows partition. The reason why we need this tool is because Windows does not allow you to read the binding keys of any Bluetooth device. Instead, from Linux, with this tool we are able to read any sort of value within our registry. So let's go and read the keys. We can hit just regular Windows command like dir and cd. So we go in Control Set 001 folder, and inside that there is a services folder. And then we need to enter BTH port, and there is just one folder here, parameters. And finally we have the keys folder, and that's the one we are interested in. This is the MAC address of our Bluetooth controller. You should have only one. We enter that. And in this place, instead, you will find multiple Bluetooth devices. In my case, I have just one, so I know for sure that's my mouse. You have to enter that folder, and finally, if we browse the content of this folder, we will find the keys that we need. Now, heading back to the other terminal, we enter this folder, var lib Bluetooth, and inside there should be a folder that has a name with the MAC address of your controller Bluetooth on your computer. Inside this folder we are going to have a list of Bluetooth devices still with MAC addresses. We need to enter the folder named with the MAC address that we are interested, so the mouse one, and we can make a comparison with the one on the right. They should have pretty much the same MAC address, except maybe the last digit. At this point, we enter the file with any editor. I used Vim, but you can use anything you want. And as you can see, we read that the name is indeed the name of my mouse, MX Anywhere 2. And what we need to do is start copying the values from the right, so from the Windows machine, and pasting them in the values on the left side. We start with the IRK value, that is the identity resolving key. We need to copy it from the right and putting it here on the left side. There are some extra spaces that we need to remove. And we're done. Then we move to the next one, that is the CSRK. We copy this value and we paste it on the left in the local signature key. Then we take the LTK value from the right side and we are going to paste it in the long-term key value on the left side. Now we need to read the ediv value. We can already read this value in clear here on the right part of the screen. So we can just go over here, copy it, and then override this value here on the left side. And finally, the erand value. That is a bit more complicated because we need to invert it and convert the hexadecimal value into decimal. I'm using a website, but you can use also the calculator on your computer. This is the procedure to invert the number. And once you have the decimal value, you copy it and paste it in the rand field on the left side. And that's about it. At this point, you close the file on the left side, be sure to save it and restart your system. And there you have it. And that was it. This was an issue that was following me for the past 2 years at least, and finally I solved it. I hope that this video will be in help of someone out there that had similar issue like me. And if you like the video, leave a comment, that would help me. And if you have any questions, just write them in the comments in the down section. And yeah, hack the planet.